You know, I don't think my Ghostbusters figures want to stay on the wall because another one has fallen off. Good morning, guys. How you all doing? Probably wondering where I've been. Would you believe me if I told you working a lot? I've been putting in a lot of overtime. But anyway, yes, another figure fell off. I came home from work to find it on the floor. It had not hit anything else, but it has damaged the box of Peter Venkman. So yeah, I decided to take the other two down before they fell off. As you can see, the hooks are still there on the nails, so they don't stick to the box very well. So I'm gonna, I don't know, staple them, glue them, tape them when I can be bothered or have the time. Well, I have the time today because I'm not at work, but I plan on going to the cinema because I've not been for a while. I was going to go, not last week, the week before, but when I finished work, I was so tired. And I'd only put in half a day at that point. I just wanted to go home and just do nothing. So that's what I did. I was going to vlog that as well. But anyway. So yes, today I'm vlogging because I'm going to the cinema. I intend to see 2 films. I've been missing out a lot. I've missed John Wick 4. What else have I missed? I can't even remember. There's been other films, but there's one showing left of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I want to see that. And I also most definitely want to watch the new Indiana Jones. So that's my plan for today. First film starts 12:50, so I've got to figure out what time I need to set off to get to that. That's the problem when you have to catch buses, is you've got to try and get there on time. As you know from the last vlog, when I was trying to go watch The Flash, I only just made it. That's what I miss about having a car. Just being able to go like 20 minutes before the film and get there on time. But anyway, I'm rambling. So what else have I been up to other than working? Let me think. Oh, I actually started editing a video that I made for myself, not for YouTube or anything. Back in... Sorry, I'm being distracted by whatever this is on the floor. Bin. Yes, good shot. What was I saying? Sorry. My attention span of late has been going a bit caca. Unless I'm hyper-focused on something, my brain just tends to wander off. Anyway, video. If you remember, I think it was September, not last year, but the year before, I went with Archie and Joe to Mablethorpe, and I made one of my places to visit videos that I tend to make now and then. And I never got around to editing it. In fact, the holiday that I did last year to Bridlington, I haven't even started that yet. I've been lacking or laxing. I've been lax, that's what I'm trying to say, in video making, not just on YouTube vlogging, Smeg Chris, which I intend to do another this week, by the way, because I've got Thursday off. See, my brain's going off again into another tangent. Yes, the place to visit, is it 14 video? Yeah, 14. I've only made 14 so far, and I've been doing them since 2006. Yeah, so yeah, I've started that, but I only go to it every now and then because as some of you know, I like to make music montages on my holiday videos or place to visit videos, and at the moment I'm still at the beginning of, I've edited it, which will no doubt change depending on what song I choose for it, and so far I've not found the perfect song. I usually do, and sometimes I have to re-edit, sometimes I've been known to actually not have to re-edit anything when I find the absolute perfect song. But anyway, rambling. I've been having fun at work. Like, for example, the other day I was in a village called Fullo, which is in Hope Valley. It's between Eam, is it between Eam and Hathersage? Somewhere around that way. And I had a buddy with me because he's been off for a while. I'm not going into details because of his privacy, but it was an operation thing. So he's not able to drive just yet. So they've been asking him to go out with other people to help out and stuff. So we were going to Fulo, and I noticed, because it was only like 3:15 in the afternoon, I noticed they didn't want the delivery until 4 o'clock. And he said to me, "It'll be fine, they'll be in, they usually are." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we gets there, and I knew exactly where it was because the last time I had to search for it, and you know, it might be a tiny village, but everything is called something cottage. So you've got no numbers to go on, so you have to figure out where this place is. But like I say, I remembered where it was from last time. So we got there, and he got out to open the gate. And because we were there 40 minutes early, their dog was out. And as soon as the gate was open, boom, off it ran. And we were like, oops. The guy, he wasn't angry, but he wasn't happy. He was saying, you know, "I wasn't expecting you till 4 o'clock," and fair enough. So on the Reach that we call the device that we work off of, there were no like substitutes, there were no unavailables or anything like that. So I said to my buddy, "Can you do this, you know, sort the trays out and everything for the customer, and I'll go look for the dog." And it took me a while, but I eventually found the dog had gone into the local pub. So I went in, and sure enough, there was the dog. So I'm like, come on. Like, I had to get hold of it. Found out it was a her. So yeah, I told onto a collar to get her back to the house. But yeah, it was all fun and games. And I said to my buddy that the next one isn't until like 4:30. I said, "We're waiting." We're waiting till we go to that one. Oh dear. Yeah, there's a lot of fun and games on that job. But last week, no, the week before, sorry, I keep thinking it's Saturday because I've got the day off. It's Monday. I keep forgetting I have Mondays off. But anyway, yeah, the week before, I'd gone out to Hope Valley, 4 days on the trot. Was it 4 or 5? I think it was 4. And one of the days, I went out 3 times. Like the first trip, did a few in Sheffield, out to Hope Valley, did a few out there. Came back to Sheffield for one, before going back to Hope Valley again. And then, of course, when I'd finished that trip, I went back to the store to unload and reload for the next trip. And because I'm not one of those who look forward on the sheets to see where I'm going, usually. So I just plod along onto the next one and so forth, you know, following the list. Gets to the last one, Hope Valley again. I'm not complaining. I love driving. I love Hope Valley. I love the Peak District. I'm forgetting the word there again. But yeah, shoot, I nearly swore there. I've been rambling for quite a while now. What time am I on? Seriously, my brain is like... That's why I knew that I was going to do something today, because last Monday I was exhausted from all the overtime that I'd done. I'm currently contracted at 26 hours. I've asked for that to go up, and they are looking into that. But last week, and the week before that, and the week that's just gone as well, I'm confusing myself now. Let's just say in the last 4 weeks, the first week I did 36 hours, and the second, third and fourth weeks, each week I've done 39 hours. So that's a lot of overtime. Anyway, I'm going to move. I'm going to stop talking now because I'm wasting way too much memory on my phone on this one clip. Yeah, I'm vlogging on my phone again because, like I say, I'm going to the cinema. And obviously my brain's not working properly. Yee, by gum. Right, I'm going to work out what time I need to set off to hopefully get to the cinema on time. You know what? Maybe I should set off a bit earlier than what it's going to calculate, because I don't trust bus timetables anymore, because they're hardly ever exact to what the timetables say. And yes, I have a bus rant coming up. I'm going to do a rant video. I've been making a list of all the things I want to mention about a bus rant. That's one of them. Timetables. They're pointless. Right, I'm going to stop rambling and figure that out. And I made it to Cineworld. I have another 25 minutes before the film starts. So I've made good time. I even managed to stop off to get some chocolate and a drink whilst I was in town. And as I was on my way, it absolutely started tipping it down. In fact, can I show you guys? Can I flip? Oh, it's now heading that away somewhere. I thought I was going to get wet, but it's past now. Anyway, I'm going to go in and get my ticket and then wait for the film to start. My first film of the day. Yeah, I enjoyed that film. And I've just bought the ticket for the next one. It's not until 5:10, which is over an hour away. So I'm thinking maybe go and have some food, because I am starting to get hungry. I had some dinner before I left my house, but that was around 11:15. It's now 4 o'clock. So yeah, I'm getting hungry. So I figured I'll go around here to the retail park, maybe pop into a few shops and then go to McDonald's before I head back into the cinema to watch another film. Don't really need to buy anything from the shops. I mean, I've got a carrier bag with me just in case I do buy something. I'm always prepared. I don't know. We'll see if I buy anything other than a McDonald's. Oh man, I'm stuffed now. Whew. I almost ordered what I normally would go for, you know, with it. I usually have like a large Big Mac meal, maybe a double cheeseburger or a mayo chicken, and then a McFlurry. However, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've lost quite a bit of weight of recent months, and that's due to the job I've got. In fact, I was talking about I needed a new belt. I've realised I had one, another belt in a cupboard somewhere, a medium size, so swapped out my large for that. And the hole that I used to use on that one, wasn't using that. I had to go up onto the next notch. So yeah, so while I was making my order in McDonald's, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't order so much. So I went without the McFlurry. I ended up getting the double Big Mac, because basically that's a Mega Mac from years ago, and the limited edition. And I had a chicken mayo, and still I am absolutely stuffed. I don't think I'm going to be eating for the rest of today now. That was ridiculous. I've got to remind myself I can't eat as much anymore. I don't know. As for shopping, I didn't really buy anything. I saw some inner tubes that I thought about buying, and I'm thinking, nah, I'll look around, see if there's any ones that might be better, maybe, for, you know, for my bicycle, because that's still got a flat tyre on the back, I believe. Yeah. Oh, and I've noticed they're opening up yet another shop here at this Meadowhall Retail Park, a charity shop for Cancer UK. So that's awesome. It's not open yet, so I didn't get to go in, but at least I know that possibly the next time I'm here it will be. Yeah. Oh man, I need to stop. Oh, seriously. I've overdone it with the McDonald's. Me. Oh man. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna head back into the cinema because the film starts in 15 minutes. Plus, after eating all that food, I really need to sit down. Another film enjoyed, and now I've got to head on home because it is now 8:15. I would go watch another film, but I don't know what the buses will do after I've watched a third film. Would I get home before they finish? I don't know. See, these are times where I wish I did have a car. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way down to the bus stop. I don't know what bus. I don't know what bus I'll be catching. Hopefully it's not going to take me too long to get home. I'm exhausted from all the sitting down. And I was right, I'm still stuffed after that McDonald's. I won't be eating anything. If anything, I'm thirsty. I had one of those ices. In fact, I've had one for both films. I had raspberry earlier and cherry this time. I also had a bottle of cola. I finished all lot and I'm still thirsty. I really need some water. I've been enjoying having a day just for me, you know, as what I call a me day. Just not thinking about work. As much as I love the job, you know, I just wanted to enjoy a day off. Do something I enjoy, which meant going to the cinema. Fortunately now I've got to do the thing that I don't enjoy. Catch a bus. I swear I am gasping for a drink. Oh, can you believe it's only 9 o'clock and I'm home? I don't know how it's happened. As I was going to the first bus stop, I saw the bus coming, so I did a quick trot to the bus stop to make sure I got on it. As soon as I got in town, I noticed my next bus was at the station, so I had to run from that bus to the other bus to catch that one. Hence me getting home at 9 o'clock, and I'm even more thirsty than I was. I'd have a beer, but I'm back at work in the morning. I'll be driving, so no beer, no alcohol. I'm a goody two-shoes in that way. Oh, I have to open these windows. It's a bit warm in this house. Maybe it's just from the running for buses scenario. But anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Harley isn't here. He's at dossing it at Joe and Pete's house. He's been there since last Monday. They were going to bring him back Friday, but they didn't realise I was working. So they said, oh, we'll bring him back Saturday. But then they were like, well, is there any point us bringing him back Saturday if we're just going to be picking him up again Monday? I'm like, it's up to you guys. If I had a car, I'd go fetch him. But so he's been there a week. I don't get him back till Friday. Friday evening. The reason for that is because they're going away on holiday yet again on Saturday. Oh, enjoyed having a day to treat myself. It's been nice. If it wasn't for the fact I was wanting to see so many films, I'd have probably gone to see one film and then maybe gone to like Meadowhall or something. I don't know. And I need to go back to the Peak District at some point by bus, not for work. Because I need to go back to Stanage Edge. I've driven past it twice in the past week. Yeah, there's been so many weird places I've been going over the past few weeks in them vans. There was a place, it was between, there's a main road that goes between Grindleford and Hathersage. And then there's like a couple of offshoot lanes that become single lanes. I went up both of those in one day. Probably that day that I was there 3 times. And I went to places I've never seen before. Like, you think Hathersage or Grindleford is a small village. The places that I went to were even smaller. Like, maybe 6 houses. And then farms. And I had to find a farm that was behind another farm. So I had to go through... Well, I had to come off them single lane, or one of those single lanes, onto a dirt track, follow that all the way around, past behind a farm, open up a gate, to go down another lane to get to another gate where I've got cows staring at me like, who are you? Why are you in our field? And then up another trail till I got to this farm, did all the deliveries, got chatting with them, had a friendly dog that I was pampering. I love it when they've got dogs at places that I deliver to. Most are friendly. I've not had any bad situations with dogs at customers' houses. It's just some of them are like, who are you, and won't come near you. Or they might bark a bit, whatever. But most, they're so friendly and they just want you to pet them. So while the customer's unloading, that's what I do. End up getting covered in dog hairs. But yeah, this farm. And then as I was going back, obviously I'm closing the gates as I'm going. And those bulls that had stared at me, they were, because I got out of the van and I was near them, one of them stomped its foot, like to say, get away from us. And I'm like, chill. I'm closing the gate and I'm going. And as soon as I said that, it was like, and then just carried on grazing. Oh dear. I love that job. I'm talking about work again. Supposed to be enjoying a me day. But anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Oh God, I've been rambling way too long again. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering what's going off with the hair. I'm just letting it do whatever it wants, honestly. I get out of bed and it's either like this or it's like sort of swirly, whatever, and it's like stuck out at the back sometimes, like that. I just leave it. I don't give a monkeys. I can't be bothered to shave it off. So I just, do that. As like when I've had a bath and I've washed my hair and I dry it with the towel, I always leave it like this. And then sometimes it'll just like slowly go down on its own, or it stays up. And I just leave it. I can't see it unless I'm looking in a mirror or on the camera. Right, I said I was going to go. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading this. I'm not going to edit it tonight. I'm going to be going to bed early. So maybe I'll edit it tomorrow night after work. Maybe post it Wednesday night after that shift. Whatever. It'll get posted eventually. All that's left for me to say now, I've got to say it, otherwise I'll not finish. I'll just keep rambling like I am doing. All that's left for me to say now is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. Let's see what my hair does if I just do that. Yeah, that's a good start. I might leave it like that. Not. That's better.